So today we are at Ringwood Forest, which is between Brant and St. Charles in the state of Michigan, by the way. We are in Brant Township, and Ringwood Forest has trails that you can walk and all kinds of wildlife back here, and we're going to go check some of the stuff out. We are looking at the Federspiel Pavilion. I'm not sure if this ties in corroboration with Sheriff Bill Federspiel from the Saginaw County Police Department. I'd have to look into that. But we do have a sign up here. Pavilion donated by Brant Township, 1987. We have a nice playground. Of course, they have public restrooms. And now we are going to walk down the Pine Promenade Trail, Historic Spruce Alley, Lumberjack Loop, Bad River Scenic Overlook, and Walnut Ridge Trail. So I know if I'm quiet enough, I might see some deer, because they usually always do hang out here, provided it's the woods. Should be a no-brainer, right? Well, we'll have a look. See if we can see anything interesting out here. Oh, there we go. Something running up a tree over there. Looked like a squirrel. Right away, right off the bat, see? I knew I'd see something out here eventually. Ran up that tree over there. I don't know if you saw it, but I know I certainly did. I tell you, this is a life without the cacophony of social media. When you get out and enjoy the sights and the sounds. I mean, look at these trees. Trees on both sides of a trail that you can just walk, and you can enjoy the noise out here, you know. It's like it's a different society in the woods, and that's what I tell everybody. It's like, take a walk in the woods once, you know. Come over here to Ringwood Forest. I mean, you see everything and hear everything out here. I mean, it's interesting. It's really interesting. I love it over here. It's nice just to walk through the woods, to clear your head, to let your thoughts play through in your head, and you know, it's a nice place just to relax. Relax. It's a nice place to relax and unwind. Relax and unwind together equals relax. Unless I'm talking like Bugs Bunny now. Relax, Doc. But no, it's really nice back here. There's this peace and quiet and tranquility, and it's just beautiful back here. I love visiting Ringwood Forest. I'm glad we at least have parks with trails that we can walk through and take pictures and see the sights and sounds, you know. But you can't see the sound, but you know what I mean. You can see the sights and hear the sounds. Oh, we have somebody coming up. A couple. How you doing? And to be honest with you guys, I think I've seen that kid out here before. He looks familiar. Wouldn't surprise me none. Ringwood Forest is a beautiful place to go, and just to relax and let your mind unwind. Hey, I got it right that time. It's one of the best parks I've ever been to. It's a park that I would highly recommend in Saginaw County, although I'm sure there are other parks like this, like wilderness parks throughout the county, but this is probably the only one that's actually closer to where I live at. It says Ringwood. This land, originally a part of the Great Pine Forest of Michigan, was lumbered in 1862 by Eliezer J. Ring. If I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. Here, one of the earliest forest plantations in the state was established in 1883 by his son, William Lee Ring, in whose memory his brother Clark L. Ring presented the tract to the University of Michigan in 1930 to be used henceforth for instruction, demonstration, and research in forestry. Interesting. I like that. It's a little hard to read with all the stuff on it. Perhaps maybe they could restore that and make it a little more legible for the people who come to visit. And this was a sign, I'm guessing was a map of the park, and I guess they just decided to take it down. Unless there's something on the other side. No, there isn't. Well, we got Corho was here. Oh, it went blurry. I don't know what happened. Come on, come on, come on. Focus, camera, focus. There's someone writing on there anyway. I guess it's not important. So here's a bench, and we have the trail that goes this way. And then we have the trail that goes back out towards, I think that's Ring Road over there. Trying to remember which way the Bad River Overlook was. I think it was this way. We'll go this way. I'm pretty sure it was this way. The Bad River Scenic Overlook, or did I have to keep going? No, I didn't. Thinking out loud, folks. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to remember where I'm supposed to turn off. Because I know I have to turn off up here. Maybe that was the turn off back there where that blank sign was. I have no idea. Nope, it was up here. Okay. I got it right. Yep, I got it right. Lumberjack Loop, Scenic Overlook, and Walnut Ridge. So we're going to go up this trail. Now that's a big tree. And it looks like it snapped off right there. Like lightning might have struck it, or they cut it down. I'm not even sure. I have no idea. But we'll get a view of the overlook here of the Bad River, which the Bad River goes into St. Charles. Because there is a fork up here in the trails. I remember that much. So you meet some people out here. They're very nice, friendly, cordial. They'll say hi to you, you say hi to them, just a simple exchange. They're out here for the same reason I am, just to enjoy the peace and tranquility. Scenic Overlook, Lumberjack Loop, Scenic River Loop, Shortcut, and Lumberjack Loop. So I think, okay, the Scenic Overlook is over here. So we'll get a look at the Bad River. Another bench to sit down. So here's the Scenic Overlook of the Bad River. It's looking rather dry, or it's all the trees in the way. Big dip. Yep, it's telling you there's a big dip. At least anyway, I'm thinking that's what that sign means. Oh, squirrel. Yeah, the bad river's over here, guys. But I'm being very careful going down this steep hill because I don't want to fall forward. Okay, I think I got it. Had to hold on to this tree here. Take my time going down. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Because look what I just come down. It's a very steep hill. So if I walk over here, see, that looks really dry down there. I don't know. Because I know the river's like more out there, out that way where I'm pointing. Behind this ridge here in front. You see, the river I think is on the other side. I don't know. I'm going to walk down here a little further and see if I can get a better shot. Well, there's a little opening, but that's nothing. Yeah, the river I think is on the other side of that ridge. So up we go again. I know there's another bench over here, so maybe I'll get a good shot of the river. If it's not incredibly low or bone dry, because we haven't really got a lot of rain this summer. So I know the rivers have been low. I think we're in a drought right now because we haven't really got much rain, but you look at all this woodland through here. It's just, I love it back here. Oh, there we go. There's some water. I can see water. There's the river right there. That is the bad river, which, you know, you can see the water, but it flows all the way that way, and then this part goes this way, you know. I think it goes through St. Charles. It goes right through town. I think the bad river goes to the Shiawassee or the Tittabawassee River. I think. I'm not exactly 100% sure. You would have to check out Google. Do a Google Maps search of Saginaw County, Michigan. And it should pull up the rivers, where all the rivers go to. I would imagine it's a map. I mean, why wouldn't it show the rivers? Here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting a better view of the river. Right here we go. And here's a bench. I'm going to have a seat. This is incredible. I should have brought my journal out here and just sat under this tree hovering above me and just started writing in my journal. I love it out here. You don't worry about anything. You just let your mind wander. You try to figure out things in your own head. You don't hear the constant noise and humming and cacophony of social media, and you're just out here with a different society, and that different society being wildlife. And it's nice to be a part of a different society for a change. Every so often, you know, the human society can be a bit strenuous and depressing and exhausting, and no, I prefer this. This is nice. Okay, so now we're gonna walk back up from the Bad River Scenic Overlook, and we're going to go this way instead of the other way where the dip was. Whoa, this is a little slippery. This mud, it's a bit slippery. I'm gonna stay off to the side of the trail here for a minute so I don't fall on my ass. I know many of you would love to see me fall on my ass, but it's not happening today, guys. Sorry. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's a deer. Just took off. She's booking. That's what I mean. That's what I mean when you're quiet and you just walk through the woods. This is why I love, love, love Ringwood Forest. Love it. That deer ran over that way, by the way, and we are continuing on the trail. I don't know if you guys saw that deer or even heard it, but it's pretty cool. That's what I'm saying. You see all kinds of stuff out here. People say to me all the time, aren't you afraid of walking in those woods by yourself? No way. I love it. I live for this kind of stuff, walking through the woods and enjoying sunsets. You know, getting back into the real swing of things, enjoying life as it's happening, as it's unfolding. around you, you know. I heard something back there. But that's really where it's at, you guys. It's really where it's at. You enjoy life for what it is, you know. I'm telling you, as much as I love my friends on Facebook, it was a false environment. And when you're back here, oh, you get all the environment. Natural environment, that is. I don't know what that is, but we'll go stand underneath of it and check it out. I don't see, like, I don't know. There's no writing anywhere, just cobwebs, but I don't know. Oh, that's a leaf. Okay, I thought it was a wasp nest for a minute. It's like, oh boy, what did I just walk into here? That was interesting. I don't know what it was, but it's interesting. Just a little thing to check out while you're out here. Alright, this is taking us back around the park. This road over here would be Ring Road, which you can't see the road unless you look over here and you can see the cars coming. There you go. That is Ring Road. And we are continuing on this trail. I mean, I could have went the same way, but yeah, that's all right. I'll just keep walking in the same, I'll just do a full circle around the park and come back out where I started. Another car going down Ring Road. Perhaps we got a little history on where the name of the road came from. If you recall, I read that little piece of history on that rock that was barely legible, but nonetheless, it's beautiful back here. Oh, wow, an arching tree branch. Okay, pretty nifty. It goes up and then it comes right back down. I'm wondering if that was from a storm that came through here, because I don't recall that being there, or like that anyway, because that tree there is snapped right in half. So I don't know, maybe it was a bad storm that came through here. It's possible. We did have some severe weather come through here a couple weeks ago. It's possible. Here's another arching branch. It's possible, guys. I don't know. Yep, and that circles you around back to here. Out to the trail where we started. Because if you remember correctly, that sign with no messages on it is up here. Because I actually pointed the camera down this way when I was at the intersection where the bench was, before we went to the scenic overlook. So pretty much we just did a 360. We just went around the entire park, and we're coming back out where we started. Tall grass. Watch for snakes. I haven't seen any snakes yet. Yep, there's the bench and there's the sign. And so we go back down this trail past the rock. And there's the rock. And if you recall, if you rewind this, you can actually hear me reading that. Or at least doing my best anyway. So now we head back for the van in the parking lot and we head for home. More of that slippery mud in the trail. You know, and I was talking earlier in the video about how it's a different society out here. It's like a different community of life out here. And you can hear it. Wild and free, for sure. It's something I can appreciate, you know, very much, deeply. There's another one of those arched trees. I don't know what's up with that. I'm thinking a storm came through here and bent those that way. But anyway, that's really, you know, how it is. It's just the nature of life, you know, it's the nature of the world. And when you're out here, it's just, oh, that's beautiful. It's just when you're out here, it's a whole different life. You know, you become involved in a different society or a different community of life. I mean, sure, the animals judge you, but you know, that's for, you know, their protection, and they're going by natural instinct, and you know, really, what can you do? But, you know, even when they do run away, or they hear me or spot me and they run, it is still so awesome to see the wildlife just dart off, you know. And as you can see, we had come back down the same trail we went up, the Pine Promenade Trail. Historic Spruce Alley, Lumberjack Loop, Bad River Scenic Overlook, and Walnut Ridge Trail. I don't know if we hit all of those, but I know we hit at least 3 of them. And we're back out to the bathrooms, the pavilion, the playscape over there. Yep, here's a pavilion. And like I said, I don't know if Sheriff Fetterspiel's family has any ties with this, but it's the only Fetterspiel that I know in Saginaw County is Sheriff Bill Fetterspiel. I'm thinking it may be some relative of his. Like I said, I'll have to do some research, and you'll probably beat me to the punch on that. But yeah. And there's a parking lot. There's my van. Nice little walk trail, which we can go down this walk trail real quick. It just takes you out to a dock where you overlook the river, but that's okay. We'll check it out. We're already here. And here we go. They got a bench here where you can sit down. They have a bench over here where you can sit. And basically that's what it is. It's just the overlook of the river. Yeah, there's a lot of big tree branches down. Well, those aren't branches, those are trees. And then we've got the river that flows off in the distance over there. And then if we look down here, we got all this. Let's see some of the writings on here. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but I know that says Kevin and Sarah. And Trav beats the hell out of me, guys. I have no idea. There's no other writing on any of this. Oh, wait a minute. Stand corrected. A.H. Hart J.H. Looks like an H anyway. Well, there's some writing, I guess. You can barely see it, but it's there. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't damage county property like this, but you know how people are. There's a little bit of writing there. It's not legible. And then we just have the bench, places to sit down. And I'm not seeing anything. Well, yeah, there's some writing on these benches. Like up here, there's something. And some, it's the kids that come down here and they have to vandalize everything because they think they're cute. They think they're funny and they think they're making a statement. And really what they're doing is they're just spoiling everyone else's fun experience. It's really sad and it's detestable, but at least you still get the scenic beauty of Ringwood Forest and the Bad River, and now we can head back to my van. Yep, they had one of these up at Cole Park in Chesaning. Pet waste transmits disease. Leash and clean up after your pet. Please keep this area clean. I don't see anything about a fine, but I know in Chesaning, well, that's in town too, but at Cole Park in Chesaning, if you don't pick up your dog doo-doo, it's a $500 fine, and that's big doo-doo for your wallet. That's my van. We'll come back over here and get one last look at these signs, and then we'll call it a day. Park property, no hunting, no motorized vehicles. Saginaw County Parks and Recreation Commission. And then over here we have the sign that says, "Welcome to Ringwood Forest." See something amiss? Remedy this. Call 989-790-5280. Up here it even gives you the distances to the destinations in the woods, which is really interesting. It gives you a detailed map, which, yeah, it's really cool. Downstream to St. Charles, I told you it went to St. Charles. It goes right through town. The river does, so. You are here, distances are round trip from sign and parking lot. So it was a nice walk. It's a very nice walk. It's a very nice park, other than the writing over there on that dock over there. They keep this park fairly clean, you know. I don't see any major heavy-duty trash laying anywhere. So, you know, the people take good care of this place, and it gets my vote. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in the next one. Later. It's my van. I'll be damned.